Hello YouTube, Flashlight Enthusiast here. Today I've got something new from Klarus manufacturer with extremely long name, the XT2CR Pro. A simple tactical flashlight with 18650 battery, nice output of 2000 lumens and quite handy user interface. Let's see what it offers. Klarus comes in a nice white attractive package with flashlight picture inside and Lumen output underlined in the front, and what I noticed immediately is that it offers 5 years warranty, which is quite nice from a consumer perspective. Here are some key stats from international norms, and on the back you've got your standard NSI Lumen table with runtimes and beam intensity, etc. Inside the package you've got nice information about the battery installation as well as user mode settings between tactical and outdoor modes. Inside the package you get USB to USB-C charging cable, a standard wrist lanyard with adjustable length as well as one spare O-ring, information leaflet about different Klarus products, a dedicated user manual, and last but not least, a dedicated holster for this model, with nice velcro closing, dedicated loops and plastic D-ring. Flashlight sits quite nicely inside the holster, just as it should be. And your Klarus flashlight with included battery. Before operating, make sure to remove the insulation film from the tail cap side, and you're good to go. So here it is, the Klarus XT2CR Pro, extremely long name, however you've got it under this video, so I've got you covered. The flashlight looks really neat and perfectly made. The anodization is flawless, we've got build quality and finish on an excellent level. I would say comparable to Phoenix for instance, or Olight. This is definitely greatly built flashlight. We've got quite strict knurling here on the tail cap, however not too sharp, giving you excellent contact with this really thin stripes, excellent one. We've got some anti-rolling feature here on the head, which is also quite good, which also features an cooling fins here on this one. However, this flashlight does not get that extremely hot, around 45 degrees Celsius, so still bearable. We've got nice granulated bezel that can be unscrewed actually. It is not that sharp, however, still gives you a nice pressure point here. Anti-reflective coating on the glass is present, which is always nice. On this section we've got XHP35 HD emitter in orange peel reflector, nicely centered, no dust here, so again perfectly fine. I wish the emitter was domeless to give you this maybe a little bit more throw and more thin shift, less beam. However, due to orange peel reflector, this is still bearable even for flashlight enthusiasts like me. Just note that this is a cool white emitter, so no high CRI option here. Alright, when it comes to the rest of the body, we've got nicely fit clip that is also secured by this tail cap slightly, so it cannot be unattached accidentally. And your control center is on the back on the tail cap. We've got dual switch design, so we've got everything under your thumb, which is always nice in tactical flashlight, not to switch between tactical and standard grip to switch modes. I think Klarus got it covered quite nicely with two different options, which I'll show you in just a second. We've got also two lanyard attachments, one here and one here. Bear in mind that this flashlight cannot tail stand because of this switch design, so this lanyard attachment with only one hole is not a problem here. When you unscrew the tail cap, you will reveal a nice set of threads, quite thin but anodized, so lockout is possible with good grease from the factory in O-ring sealant. Note that this is a dual tube design, so this flashlight is slightly thicker than a standard 18650 cell to accommodate the mechanism to transfer the signal from dual switch to the driver. Looking here, everything looks really of high quality, so definitely I could rely on this flashlight. And down there also there is an included Klarus 3100 mAh cell in 18650 battery. So theoretically you can use standard unprotected batteries, however you have to make it button top because there is a physical reverse polarity protection down there, so you have to have button top cells with slightly longer length. Klarus also did not forget about your battery indicator, which has 4 stages: green, orange, red and flashing red, and it will appear for a couple of seconds when you turn on the flashlight. You also got your charging indicator and charging port, so basically you unplug this rubber cover, plug in your standard USB-C charging port and wait for the indicator to turn from red to green. The charging speed is around 1 amp, so not the highest, however it will still charge your flash in a couple of hours. I wouldn't risk leaving the rubber cover out because this charging port might not be watertight, so make sure to plug it in securely after you finished the charging. And yes, if you are wondering, you can charge it from a standard power bank and you can use it while charging, however the output is limited to low and ultra low or low and medium only. Here is your quick size comparison between the Klarus and competitive products using 10 switch and 18650 battery, AceBeam T35, Olight Warrior Mini 3 and standard Convoy S2+. As you can see, it is quite compact, however I wish it could accommodate higher capacity 21700 cell. As you can see on the left, it is not as that much bigger and the runtime would be substantially longer. When it comes to the UI, the Klarus designed it in 2 different groups: tactical, which comes from the factory, and outdoor, which offers direct access to low mode. So basically we've got everything steered from the rear side. We've got momentary with slight press of the switch and full constant on with full press, and then paddle switch we switch between different modes in the loop. So we've got turbo, high, medium and low, etc. in the loop. When we hold it, we've got constant access to our strobe both from off and on positions. And when it comes to switching between tactical and outdoor mode, you have to hold the paddle switch for 5 seconds approximately to wait for the indicator to blink in red and green here in this place. And when it does, you press fully your main switch without depressing the paddle switch, and now we are in outdoor mode, which basically functions the same. Every time you hit the main switch, we've got turbo output, and then with paddle switch we switch back into high, medium, low, etc. However, from on you can have momentary illumination of low, or when you hold it for more than 1 second, you've got a constant on. However, bear in mind that to turn it off, you have to hold this paddle switch again, because if you hit the main switch, you will enter directly your turbo output, which might not be the best solution. In the UI section, there's also a hidden SOS feature. When the flashlight is on, you click and hold your paddle switch for a couple of seconds to enter hidden SOS mode. I also wish that the gap between the turbo output and high output was not that huge, because we've got around 2000 lumens at turbo and only 400 lumens at high. And while it does give you advantage of higher runtime in high mode, it definitely leaves you in the dark when it comes to output compared to other competitors. Speaking of output, here are my Lumen measurements for the Klarus XT2CR Pro. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video. Klarus XT2CR Pro is an excellent performance with measured output of around 2000 lumens at start, and as you can see, until 41 seconds we still got around 1826 lumens before a quick step down over the course of 100 seconds to around 479 lumen level, with flashlight body achieving 43 degrees Celsius. Then we've got perfect, excellent flat output regulation, with flashlight stabilizing around 479 lumens until 2 hours and 9 minutes, when it drops 100 lumens, and then around another 40 minutes before another step down to lower modes, with flashlight body stabilizing at 43 degrees Celsius. Klarus XT2CR Pro is another great performer in tactical flashlight that I have a pleasure to review. The build quality and machining is just excellent on this one, and the performance is not lagging behind. We've got a good driver with excellent flat output regulation, quite good output in turbo mode, and definitely a great beam pattern for overall outdoor/tactical duties with focus on close-up distance rather than throw. In terms of output, I definitely wish the mode spacing was done a little bit better with some mode in between turbo and high, because 400 lumens and 2000 lumens is definitely needing something in between. And in terms of LED, I wish they used the XHP 35HI for slightly better throw and less tinge shift visible. Overall, definitely a solid flashlight, and I wish I see the 21700 cell variant with same UI and better mode spacing done in the future. I got this flashlight directly from manufacturer, so if you are interested in Klarus XT2CR Pro, make sure to visit their official website and store. And from me, that's all for today. If you have any questions or personal comments about this Klarus, make sure to leave them in the comment section below this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, not to miss in the future videos that I release. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.